Hey, how's it going, guys? Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another video. All right, before we get started, go ahead and click that like button so that I know that you're appreciating the information that I'm providing to you guys. And also go ahead and click that subscribe button, okay? So that you're notified of whenever I am posting other videos like this. Now, I want you to really understand that once you guys subscribe or like this video, what it does is it actually pushes this video out so that more people just like you are able to receive this information. And some people are just getting started. Some people are seasoned folks, but everybody doesn't know everything. And even if you've been in the game for 20 years, there may be something that you receive from this videos that may help you in a particular field, or you're just getting started and you're trying to figure this thing out, and this is just one of the bits of information that you'll be able to utilize in the future. So with that being said, we all have our responsibility to make sure that we are doing what we can to help out as much people as possible. So with that being said, I'll go ahead and get things started. You see the title of the video, so you know what we are talking about. Today, we're talking about why you should consider chemical washing your roof versus replacing your roof, okay? Now, chemical washing roofs, I was introduced to this a few years back, right? I didn't know about this. And there are times to where I look at roofs, I'm like, man, there is a way to just clean that, maybe scrubbing it, but you gotta understand, if you're scrubbing on a roof, they have basically fiberglass and granules on top of the shingles. And if you're scrubbing that off, you're scrubbing off the protective layers that's on the roof, so you can't scrub it, right? And so then I'm like, dang, well, maybe you could power wash it, right? But power washing is also you taking pressure and you're removing the protective layers that's on top of the shingle. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, whenever your roof gets dirty, right? Whenever you have those black streaks on your roof, whenever you have all this, moss or whatever it is that's growing on your roof, it's over, right? Your roof is now, terrible, and if you want it to look nice again, you got to replace it. That's what I thought until I was introduced to chemical washing, right? And when I heard about this, I'm like, man, there are so many people around that I'm looking at. I'm like, man, everybody should be doing this. Not everybody know about it, and not everybody knows how cheap this thing really is. So with that being said, let me go ahead and give you a few reasons why you should consider chemical washing your roof versus replacing. Now, I do want to say this. If your roof needs to be replaced, right? If you got a 20-year shingle and it's about year 19 and you live in Texas, you probably need to replace that thing, right? If there's holes in the roof, if there's a bunch of shingles missing, if once you step on one shingle, it just snaps in half and it tears apart. If you need to replace your roof, right? But if your roof is just dirty, I don't want you to think you need to replace it. You might be able to just wash it, okay? So with that being said, number one, the main reason, and this is the main reason why you should consider doing a chemical wash versus replacing your roof, okay, is because it's cheaper, right? So one of the houses that we flip, replacing that roof would probably be somewhere around $8,000, right? To replace that roof. To chemical wash that roof, it was about $560. Let me say that again. It would have been about $8,000 to replace this roof, but we're able to wash the roof, okay, for about $560. Now, all that additional, and when you look at this roof, it looks like a new roof. It was a 10-year-old roof, but of course, just sitting there, weather, all these different things. It had certain streaks in it and things of that nature, which happens naturally. There's nothing wrong with it. But when you want your house to look as beautiful as possible, you look at that and it's like, okay, yeah, there's paint on the house. Yes, the landscaping looks good, but the roof does look a little weird. And subconsciously, yes, you might have offered X amount, but you're like, I'm gonna offer a few thousand less because look at that roof, right? And the market is hot, whatever. But I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference. So we spent the $560. You look at the roof, it looked like a brand new roof. Like it's crazy, right? what something like that would look like. And the best example I can give you, don't laugh, okay? But it's almost like, say if you have a haircut, right? I know, I don't have hair. I used to have hair. I don't now, whatever. But it's like having a haircut. And the best example I can give you is imagine you cutting your hair, right? You have no edge. No line up, no nothing, you just cut it down, right? Now, for some people that's acceptable. For some people it's acceptable, but in order to really get that crisp look, you gotta get the shape up, right? You gotta get the edge, you gotta boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have it looking nice. Maybe not the best example, but what I am telling you is once you clean the roof, it makes so much more of a difference. And I had several of the people at the showing, they'll be like, is the roof new? Because on the report it says that it's 10. Is it new? Like, no, it's not new. We just cleaned it. That's why it looks like that. So they're like, you cleaned the roof? Like, what do you mean? I was like, yeah, we did a chemical wash. That's why it looks the way that it does. I'm telling you, it makes a world of difference. I stayed on number one for a little too long, but I'm telling you right now, it saves a ton of money. And not only can you chemical wash the roof, you can also chemical wash the driveway. You can power wash it, but also chemical wash. There's times where your siding, it has all these different growths that's on there. Chemical wash that instead of power washing. Sometimes there are certain things that you can power wash. Some things that's better to do a chemical wash. I'm going on and on about this is because I really do believe in this. And it just makes such a difference. So number 2, it increases your curb appeal, okay? Pulling up to the house. Everything can look great if your roof looks like trash. I don't care who you are, you're gonna look at, oh. You're gonna look at the roof and it's gonna change your perception. Whatever the house was like in your mind, it does go down a notch because the roof looks like trash, right? So just pay the extra few $100 to get the roof clean. I'm telling you, well worth it. So it increases the curb appeal. And number 3, it increases the value of your home. All right. Now, it goes back to getting offers on your property, right? Now, if somebody looks at your roof, there'll be many times to where the roof is just dirty and people are like, oh, well, I want you to take $10,000 off because I need to replace the roof. I need to take $5,000 off because the roof needs to be replaced. No, it doesn't. It's just ugly. The roof is just ugly. Now, you're in a situation where it's like, okay, well, do you get the chemical situation going now? Because here's the thing too, right? When you chemically wash the roof, what happens is those chemicals, as they go down the gutter and down the drain, it is bleach and things of that nature. So the edge of where it drains out to, that dies out, right? So now, the reason why I like to do it early in the process is because once it dies out, you can put your fertilizer, you can do all the other stuff, revive it, make it, more plush. And you can make the yard around where it dripped at, you can make that look nicer. But now if you're talking about you already did all your landscaping, you did everything, and now somebody's talking about take $5,000 off, and people agree, they're like, oh, well, the roof looks like it needs to be replaced. Now, you're arguing, no, it doesn't need to be replaced, but the report says it doesn't. It's like, but if you would have paid the $500, it would have looked like brand new, right? So that's what I'm telling you right now. Spend the extra few $100, get that roof clean, and you will be so happy that you did. So going over the items again, saying why you should clean your roof versus replacing it. If your roof doesn't need to be replaced, is 1, saves tons of money. And realistically, I can stop there. Saves tons of money, but next, it increases curb appeal. And 3rd, it increases the value of your home. So thank y'all so much for watching another video. If the information I provided to you guys, if it was valuable, go ahead and click the thumbs up or like button, and also subscribe to the channel so that you're notified of whenever I have another video like this posted. And if this information I'm providing you guys, if it's valuable, go ahead and leave some comments about things that you would like for me to make videos about. Okay, and if you have any questions, feel free to also leave those as well. Thank y'all so much for watching another video, and I cannot wait for y'all to get your first deal. I'll see y'all later.